Shut up, Mom! Silence you!
I'm Black. It's Black History Month. I love yapping about animation, so let's talk about my favorite Black characters in animation, starting with the baddie herself, Miss Libby Fullbacks. We're actually going to address the episode where she goes from this to this. It is the premiere episode of Season 2, Beach Party Month. In this episode, they also finally put some fucking respect on Libby's name, and the title card goes from this to this, with Libby's redesign included. Gotta love it. So we start in Jimmy's lab where Jimmy is trying to bring Carl's dead goldfish back to life using his electrolyte. They think it does not work. They are mistaken. When we get to school, they decide that they're going to be watching this long-ass documentary that's super boring about Egypt. Libby being super excited because she has family lineage to Egypt. And she mentions it a bunch to the point where Cindy's like, why don't you mention it again for the 10,000th time? Shady. They're going there to discover the lost tomb in Egypt. And while they're there, they realize that the tomb is lost and they have a beach party. Egyptian beach party. A sandstorm happens and they end up discovering the lost tomb of Queen Hazabatalapia. Mind you, in the wiki it is spelled, it's really hard to see, but you can see the spelling here in his watch. That has an English to Sanskrit Rosetta Stone upgrade. Real joke they made in the episode. The hieroglyphics pretty much describe a curse. They decide they don't give a fuck and keep Carl gets trapped behind a wall. They try to save him. Jimmy's torch goes out, and then they end up using the electrolyte to relight the torches, which brings the mummies to life. They're running away, hiding behind the big throne of Libby's ancestor, and they're trying to figure out what to do, and Jimmy has his think, brain blast. She looks like me? No, me. And so they decide to do a makeover. Cindy specifically states she doesn't think it's going to work, but she loves doing makeovers. And then Carl says, let me do her hair. And we end up with this diva. I need to know what school Carl Weezer and Dulce Bear went to, because clearly they're studying from the same academy. The disguise ends up working, and the mummies raise their roof and shake their booties. And then Libby commands them to sleep for 10 trillion more years. Jimmy realizes the power to bring the dead back to life is too strong for a mortal and decides to leave the electrolyte in the tomb. Ow! Why must the good be hit on their head? And at the very end, we get this, I think I like this little look. I'm gonna keep it. And that was a Vamp Rant. Who do you think we're going to be doing tomorrow for Black History Month? Comment below. Bye. 2 camels for every sheep. What are those words? Like, who? Those are the actual words. Babies for ships. Aww.